Okay. After you get your cups after you get your cups and sand them and prep them with the prime coat, you will take them and put saran wrap down and get your alcohol inks ready. And I have several colors to use and mica powders, but we're not using mica powders today, just alcohol inks. And we're going to use some purples and some blues and maybe a little green for these 2 cups. Okay, I've got my alcohol inks picked out, and for the blue cup, where we've got Stream, Mermaid, Pool, Sailboat Blue, and Indigo to use. These are all Ranger inks. And for the purple cup, purple and black cup, we have a pearl. It's going to have metal flake in it. Villainous pearl and wild plum and purple twilight. And the purple one, it's also going to have a little glitter in it, and it may have some glow in the dark powder, mica powder. So it's going to be a little creative. But anyway, I've got me a piece of wax paper down, and I've got my cling wrap. And next thing you do is peel you off a piece of cling wrap and get ready. Okay, I've got our cups, got the cling wrap down, got my rubber gloves, paper towel. So let me get my gloves on and we'll go a little further and get this going. Take your ink, sprinkle it all over your, it looks sort of purple, but I know it's blue. Get you another color. And it'll all blend together. You take your cup, set it down, and wrap it. So I've got to put the camera down so I can wrap this. Alright, you get it wrapped. Saran wrap around some of it. You can tell it's making these lines, and you can change it up. You could make it do little variations. This, and it's going to change it up because it's going to dry for like a day or maybe 2. I still got to do the handle, but yeah, I got to touch up right there. Didn't get enough ink in there. Okay, got my handle wrapped, and I wrapped the whole entire cup. Again with a coating, and I'll take it over here and put it on the rack, and it will do its thing for a day or 2. Next will be the purple cup, and I'll get some saran wrap and we'll get started on it. Alright, we're ready for the purple. Use this pearl for starters. course, I'll probably reapply once it gets down. Alright, got the black and purple going. I'm going to wrap it one more time and hang it up. Alright, it's double wrapped. Put our caps back on. And we'll put this on the dry rack. And they will be drying for a couple days. We'll pick back up then. So these have been setting for 2 days, wrapped up, inked. Now I will, rain here. You can hear it hitting the tin roof. Now I'm going to unwrap them and see what we got and see if we have to reapply any or move forward. Okay, here are the results. The blue cup with the 5 colors with a white and blue base. Looks pretty good. I'm going to move forward with that one today. And then we got the purple one. And you see all them little sparklies in it? That's the pearl ink. Get all that little sparkly. That's good. He's going to love that. I'm done. So we're going to move forward with both of these today. Going to, well, it's really raining now. Raining hard. I need to replace my doors. I got my lumber and stuff, but it's not going to be today. But yeah, we're going to put a layer of a coat of sealer on it. Just spray a coat or two on it and let it sit till tomorrow. And then we will put the first coat of epoxy on it. Alright, set my phone, I'll sit right there. But take and seal that in. I'm just using clear paint as my sealer. I've also used hairspray before. It works fine. Yeah, it just helps the ink to, and glitter, if I was to be using glitter, helps it to not move. I'm putting this over here on the rack. Alright, that one is drying. Now we'll do the purple one. Maybe you can see this. I just got my phone propped up on the turner. But yeah, that's what it is. I'm just going to put it right here on the rack. So there they are. They'll dry. I may put another coat on late this evening, but that will dry. And tomorrow we will start first coat of epoxy. All right. All this sealer dried on these cups, and this one has a metal box. I mean, it's all metal, but this is a new style they've come up with. It's got a piece of rubber on the bottom, and I want to put a decal on this later, a hidden decal, and so I'm going to use some black mica powder, and it'll give it a metal flake black look right here. And then I'm going to put a coat of or maybe 2 of some glow in the dark micro powder that dry. It's white, and then but when it gets in the sunshine, it turns green, and it's going to expose a band's logo that my friend mentioned to me. But yeah, I've got to mix up some epoxy and get the epoxy going on this one, and I'm just going to mix up just enough epoxy to cover this with this mica powder, and just going to let it sit just on the top, and then later on I'll do another the glow in the dark stuff over the top of it, and then we'll eventually get to the whole cup. Most of my preferred glitters and mica powders. There's a bunch of mica powders over there in the toolbox with where I keep a lot of my crafting stuff. And my cat's checking it out. But this, until zoom in, it goes from white to green, and this stuff is pretty good. I've used it on several things, so we'll get going. Got my charcoal out, charcoal mica powder. I took my epoxy, part A and part B, and put it in a little cup and mixed it up, and it's pretty thick this morning, so I used my heat gun to warm it up so I can get to a working point. I had to take my glove off so I could use my phone. That will get it all over my phone. Let's see if I can hold. Let's see, where's the camera? I can hold this and show you the mica powder. Maybe I won't drop it, but just like a fine. Done. I got it put on here, and I got it packed in there pretty good, and it will settle down and dry. You can see the sparkles in it, but mainly just want to get that smooth so that decal will sit. It don't got to be perfect. I just wanted it smooth. Next thing, I already got my clear, my first layer of epoxy. There it goes. Mixed up, and I'm finna put it on this cup. And again, I have to pause it and stuff. But I've got this leftover black mica powder epoxy. I normally just keep some molds out, and like here's one where I had 2 or 3 colors left over, and I just scrape it out and just make molds out of it, not to waste it. Somebody might want it or something, you know. Okay. Maybe my video won't get demonetized. I've got the radio on, but maybe I'm talking over it. But I put some fresh gloves on where it's good and clean, and I'll take the epoxy and I'll just put it on like this, and get it all over it, in it everywhere, you know. Get a good coating on it, and then it'll get another coat tomorrow. But to get started, I'll turn my machine on, and it'll start turning, and I just put the epoxy on it as it turns and smooth it in. And of course it's going to turn and flow, but I'll also take my heat gun and warm it up so it will have movement in it. So anyway, this is how I do it. Don't want to bore you too much, so let me get this done. Extra epoxy I had left over, and tried this new electric blue from Glitter Chimp in the turtle molds. I took the rest of that black and put it in a turtle mold, and I had just a little bit left over, so I piled it in the old skull to make a multicolor skull. But the black is up there. I went around the edge of it trying to keep it off the tape, and the blue one has the clear epoxy on it, the first coat, so it's going to turn for 7 to 10 hours. So I'll pick it back up later. Okay, so far here's one coat of the epoxy on it. You can tell by the gloss on it now. It was like a matte finish until I put the clear on, the first layer. And we did the top of this in black. It's slick as glass right there. You can tell the metal flake in it. Today we're going to put a coat of epoxy with retrograde on it, and it will dry clear. It's white right now, but it glows green, and it will dry clear over the top of this. And then I'll put a water slide over the top, and maybe a layer of the same retrograde over the top of it, but it's going to have a secret image, and it'll glow. A little added bonus. Here are the molds that I use: the electric blue Glitter Chimp and the charcoal mica powder. So I'm going to pop them out real quickly. It's hard to do this one-handed. Of course, I have to trim the excess and stuff off. But there is a turtle. And there's the other turtle. Look at it sparkle. That's a Glitter Chimp. Okay, I'm going to put my gloves on and mix up some clear and get going with the second coat on that one, and the second coat just on the bottom for the secret decal. I have got several fonts made out for the names that's got to go in this cup. I've got to send them to the customer when I get done putting epoxy on. And then I'll also be making the decal for that bottom also, water slide. So yeah, got a few things to do. Alright, I got the retrograde mixed in with a little epoxy. See if I can get it to glow for you here. The camera light's on, but it's glowing already. But so put it on top of the purple cup, and still got all these glitters that we bought the other day. So I'm going to make a couple, like a rose gold and prism, half and half of the turtle, and the pig I'll do the prism and the bridesmaid, and we just have that to look at and see how it looks under epoxy. Okay, so we've got rose gold and prism for the pigs, and then bridesmaid mixology and prism for the big turtle. And that's just my leftover collector. Make some skulls, multicolored. It's got the leftover charcoal black mica powder in it from a couple days ago, and it's now has the remainder of the retrograde over the eyes. It's supposed to make the eyes glow. But I got it on top of the black for the mica powder, and it'll glow. Waiting on my laptop program to boot up. Got the cutter running, and got some navy blue and some holographic stars for the lettering on the little blue and white cup. Alright, I've got some navy blue, this star hologram. Got it loaded up on the laptop. It's going to be the outline, the blue. So we hit send, and it should get ready to cut right now. And there it goes. Got a little out of focus there for a minute. Yeah, this is going to be the outline. Alright, the blue is cut. Now we're going to cut the star. Switch it on the computer to letters. And here we go. Alright, as you can see, it cut out. I will now peel away the excess and reveal the lettering and outlines. And I'm going to pause it. I need to get my tripod or something out of it. I keep doing this video, but I can never remember. But I'm just doing this on my phone. I've got my cameras charging and stuff, so I'm going on a trip tomorrow for another video. Okay, once you pull all of it off, you can see your letters and your outline. And I'm going to take these and layer them on top of this. And to keep it from moving, because I use this transfer tape to transfer this to that, and to keep it, it'll have static electricity in it, and it'll suck it up off the table. So I take some tape and tape it down, and then layer it, and take this squeegee and rub this on top of that. Alright, I layered them on top of each other, just like that. And next thing I do, I take my razor knife and I will cut it, all the excess stuff off. Cut all the excess white off. And then I'll be putting them on. Alright, we're going to put clear over the decals, epoxy. We've already got the 2 coats of epoxy with the mica black and the glow mica. Then we're going to put a clear over the whole top of it. And we're going to take these out of the molds and have a look. This one it's got a little bit of bridesmaid in it, and rose gold, just leftovers from this bridesmaid and prism. And then here's prism and the rose gold. Of course, all this regular chimp. Right, the clear is on this one, and it's turning. I've already took my little mini torch and busted the bubbles in it. I've got some clear on this one, and took the heat gun and heated it up. I hadn't did the bubbles yet, so y'all can watch me do that. I just got like a little mini torch, and it helps to get all these micro bubbles out. Alright. I'm also going to sprinkle some deep purple and some amethyst and add more of the pearl purple. Now you should be able to see the glitter that I added to it just now. May put a little bit more of this deep purple in there. Just on the bottom. That should be enough.